ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our 6th bout on the card, and it is under Muay Thai rules, and it is set for 3 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner, please welcome Justin Carrico.
I'm starting to think of nicknames, Jared. Just kind of what I do, you know. Justin the Calico Cat Carrico. I'm just so excited to be doing fights again. I mean, we haven't seen each other for 6 weeks or so, but
nice to be back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We got a busy summer. I'm excited about that fighting's back. Hopefully back in Colorado as well. But we love coming up here.
Forward to that.
Elbows allowed here.
Yeah,
JR?
you can see the elbow pads. I was just going to reference. You can see the elbow pads on Mr. Carrico, meaning we are using elbow strikes in this Muay Thai fight. I love it.
Well, if you want a variance of violence, you've come to the right place. Not only the state of Wyoming, but Sparta Sports and Entertainment. Main event tonight, Zeke Alares taking on Isaiah Diggs. It should be absolutely outstanding. The co-main event, Chris Arena. We've seen him time and time again. He's going to be in action again tonight.
Taking on Tim Coleman this evening. And Carrico looking ready. Intense look on his face. And stepping into the cage, boy, you better.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome Dylan Penland.
We've seen Mr. Penland before several times. Now we see him again at Sparta WY7. We're going to be in the double digits in Wyoming by the end of the summer.
Love it. Representative of Ludwig Martial Arts is Mr. Penland.
And again, Arapahoe Kia, the sponsor for this matchup of this Muay Thai, where elbows are allowed.
Our tail of the tape brings us Carrico, who is the elder by 4 years. He's 26 versus the 22 years of age of Penland. Pretty close in height. Obviously, they both made weight. 3 and 4 for the traditional fighter, Mr. Carrico, versus the more experienced Penland at 4 and 5.
You know, there's a little former movie star I'm thinking about that it looks like Jan Michael Vincent.
There you go.
Way back in the day. God rest his soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, this middleweight Muay Thai bout is brought to you by Red Lion Hotels. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the short line, Buick and GMC red corner. From Denver, Colorado, representing Muay Thai Academy of Colorado, Justin Papi Chulo Carrico.
He's got a nickname, Papi
His
Chulo.
opponent, fighting out of the Fowler Chevrolet blue corner. From Arvada, Colorado, representing Ludwig Martial Arts, Dylan Penland.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules earlier. I expect a clean, fair fight. Listen to me at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves and get after it.
I think we're back now, JR. And, you know, the one thing I love it when we go into Muay Thai, you're going to get some close-in fighting, and that's what you like to see when the action keeps going.
Knees and elbows, and my goodness, a head kick comes up quickly for Mr. Carrico. Nicely done.
And then he took a nice left, a nice kick to the midsection as well.
So Penland in the white trunks, Carrico in the black trunks. These guys wasting no time entertaining the fans.
No, and it's been that way. I mean, once again, a great card to start off with. Calling for that cross kick.
Nice work by Carrico. He did a little trap of the kick. Followed up quickly with the hands, and that snaps the head around.
Yeah, we saw the back of his head there of Penland, JR. Exactly right.
Carrico doing a good job using that. Basically the whole right side. He's had some nice kicks from his right leg as well.
You know, I liked right there, both fighters came up with that knee, but Carrico kept coming forward with that. Had some momentum. Ooh.
Now Carrico eats a hard shot. So both these guys showing they can take a strike.
That was right down Main Street through the defense.
Traditional Muay Thai, you'll have round one as being a little bit of a feeling out round. None of that going on here.
None of that, JR. Let's just get right to it.
Love it.
Penland throwing some combinations. And here you see the more experienced fighters, Jared, which you called for earlier, regardless of what art form it is. It's the combinations, not the single shot.
Absolutely. And Penland's corner calling for combinations of punches and kicks. And I think that's wise cornering coming out of the corner of Penland.
Penland's listening pretty well. Hey, that's the other thing, too.
Boy, Carrico looks so smooth and
He does.
composed. Just really, I mean, I talked about the intensity on the look of his face, but he's not letting that intensity make him be tight.
No, good point. And not a lot of wasted energy, JR. Very focused and calm. I mean, going about it in a calm way. That was a fast-paced 2 minutes. Sometimes when you look at 2 minutes, you're going, okay, let's see some action. These guys got right after it.
When you're in there, it can feel like the longest 2
Oh
minutes.
boy,
of your
I'm
life.
telling you. If you haven't done it, try it. I don't think I had as much action as you, but back in the 80s, and when you're waiting, geez, how long is 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, no
You're killing
kidding.
me.
Checking it out on the replay here, and really just nice back and forth, fairly even exchanges. Carrico a little bit more the aggressor, but Penland not backing up too much and always having an answer for things. And each fighter able to rock the other with a good head punch in round number 1. So we'll see what kind of adjustments their cornermen call for and see if anybody can make anything a little more decisive happen in round number 2, because round number 1 was albeit exciting, a very even round.
Yes, and again, you mentioned it about their ability to receive a shot, to take a shot, and both have done that tonight.
Now we'll see if they were able to receive instructions and make adjustments. That in itself a tremendous skill set.
All right, here we go. The music is now off, and now we're back to Muay Thai action. Boy, he's got some good, I think he's got some great kicks. There he caught that kick. Now he dumped him.
Looking for a little payback from having been put down himself earlier was Penland.
Carrico continuing to be the aggressor, but Dylan with some great counterpunching.
Yeah, Carrico keeping a nice high guard.
Well, you see the redness coming around Penland on the rib cage.
Nice trap and dump there by Carrico. I didn't think he had the angle to get the put down on him,
I
but
didn't
he
either.
did. Nicely done. And
Counter with that left hook as well that scored. Carrico come with a combination, couldn't connect there. Penland moved back.
Carrico moving forward with authority, though.
Yeah, it's like a runaway train. It's hard to stop.
The corner of Penland asking for him to be more aggressive now.
Put some pressure on him.
And I agree, he's starting to wait a little bit.
Again, we talked about those 2-minute rounds. You can't wait a whole lot. You got to keep moving forward.
40 seconds left in this round. Couple of solid leg kicks landing for Carrico.
Penland come
One
back with
to
an
each
overhand
side.
left. Yeah, he scored twice with the leg kicks.
Penland was doing a nice job earlier of receiving the kicks but countering with the punches. That time, not so much.
No. Ooh, there he catches him with a nice straight left hand.
And
again a right.
And for some reason, Penland's starting to probe with his strikes now instead of putting him out there to make contact like it was earlier.
Yeah.
Threw a couple that just really didn't have much intent on them.
No steam.
Yeah, a little confusing.
Little love tap.
And I'm seeing both corners in there, both showing that they want their fighters to throw more leg kicks. And over in Carrico's corner specifically, they're asking for the inside leg kick. So it'll be interesting to see if that plays out. Checking out things here on the replay, and Penland doing a good job there, putting his punches out there with intent. Not like we saw at the end of the round where he started probing a little bit. Gets the outside trip here, just pulls it in, does the pendulum work with the opposite hand, and able to get Carrico down on his backside.
Well, Penland's going to rally for this. He's got to be busy early and often for this, JR. And I don't know where where that first round went, that's the key, because I thought Carrico won that second round. I don't know about the first round, but I can tell you this, Penland needs the third. I don't know much, but I do know that.
Well, both corners calling for more leg kicks. See how that plays out. And as I'm saying it, Carrico lands a leg kick.
He's throwing something with some steam on that left hand.
Now Penland's putting something behind his punches. And Carrico lifting his chin way up in the air, almost taunting his opponent.
Carrico looked a little tired to start the round, but I think he's picked it back up. A little deep breath out there.
In Penland, you can see his intent now. His intent is to evade the strike and then come back in and counter immediately.
Yep.
And not a bad game plan.
Carrico kind of crowded him there. Unable to land that kick was Penland.
One thing we haven't seen a whole lot here is the use of the elbows.
No.
This fight, almost, other than the trap kicks, almost entirely fought at kickboxing range.
And boy, there's some big leg kicks that connected there by Carrico.
Less than a minute to go in the fight.
Left hand landed by Carrico, then an overhand right.
Now Carrico putting his foot on the gas. The corner of Penland saying, press him, and Penland not able to do so because Carrico's doing what he did in the first two rounds and starting to pressure forward. Nice counter uppercut there by Penland.
You know what? That was one of the first he's seen.
Wise choice of technique.
Yeah, it opened up. You could almost see it moving right towards us, JR. That open up was a perfect technique.
Nice
last
body
20
kick.
seconds.
See if these guys flurry when they hear the 10-second clacker.
Somebody could steal the round here. Penland's mouthpiece got knocked out there at the end.
Good fight.
Yeah, good
that
fight.
was entertaining.
Really close fight, JR.
Big
I think.
smiles out of both guys. I love it.
Yeah, I think
they're
Carrico,
already replaying. These guys doing the replay before we are.
I think Carrico had the advantage there, but let's take a look at some of that action because they really came out and banged the whole 6 minutes. You'd love to see that. They took advantage of the minutes.
Nobody afraid to engage, and boy, you can see that right here at the very beginning of the round. Both of them stepping forward, saying, "Third round, who knows what's going on with the judges? Let's really put it out there." And that's exactly how they started the round. Things slowed down, became a little bit, I don't want to say methodical, but maybe a little bit more technical and mental as the round progressed. But both guys continued to utilize effective striking throughout.
Yeah, really some great action. And, you know, sometimes the Muay Thai moves a little slow. Maybe you're inside, you're infighting. These guys didn't spend a lot of time there, JR.
No, there's very minimal clinch work, a few trapped leg kicks, and they immediately utilize those to get or to try to get takedowns, which is exactly what you want. And we're seeing here that's one of the few that failed for Carrico there as he tried to step around. But both these guys putting a very nice and varied skill set on display here. I look forward to seeing more from both of them.
Would have liked to seen a little more work with the elbows because you got them padded up there and they're allowed. Would like to see that, but sometimes, what is it? The plans often go astray.
Yes, indeed.
All right, here comes Big Mo, the man with the shades.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to our judges' scorecards for the official decision. Our first judge scores about 30-27, while our second and third judges score 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Papi Chulo, Justin Carrico.
Rolling those R's, isn't he?
Yeah.
Getting his money's worth.
And congratulations to Mr. Carrico.
Goes home with the victory, and I think the judges got it right on that one. We'll take it up to Big Mo. He'll let us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by our winner, Mr. Carrico, first and foremost. Congratulations on a great win, hard-fought win. How does it feel?
Feels pretty damn good.
Now, you clearly in the beginning, you were attacking that lead leg a lot. Was that your game plan? Is that something you plan on going in?
Yeah, for anybody taller than me, always chopping the legs. Got to chop pretty much every opportunity you get, so that was the plan.
Take it from a tall guy. Good plan. That does not feel good. Now, I'm curious, obviously, you train at a great gym. You're a very active fighter. We've seen you in this cage a lot. What's next for you as you progress through your career?
Hopefully get a couple more amateur fights just to get a little bit more experience, and then hopefully get a pro, maybe one or two pro fights. We'll see what happens.
Right on. I'm sure all of the fans and myself would love to see that. You have a great support staff around you. Anything you want to say to your friends, your family, fans?
Yeah, thank you for everyone who supported me, friends, family, the team, Muay Thai of Colorado. Thank you, God, for this win. Fantastic. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Papi Chulo, Mr. Carrico.
Well, Mr. Carrico gets that victory. That's good stuff there. And here you see the replay, what's going on. And really a busy fight. And he had I thought he did a great job of attacking and always being the aggressor.
Yeah, I was just going to say he was almost always pressuring forward. Even as his opponent threw solid strikes that were landing hard, he wasn't backing up trying to be super evasive. He was just setting himself, looking to counter. And there at the end of the fight, we see the mouthpiece come out and end of the round. So we're going to take it to a quick break. We'll be right back, my fans.